So yeah, originally when I was gonna do where's the original game plan was I was gonna do like a usual, little birthday tribute in the intro and when we do a Maddie Hudek's birthday party video on Saturday. But I figured I'd just leave that on as an all positive day and just get this off my chest tonight. That way I don't have to worry about it this weekend. So when I'm having a good time with Maddie Hudek. So yeah, well, you guys will probably wait for this to drop from me. Yeah, I could not fucking believe it at all. Now here's the story how I found out. So yesterday I did my Adventures in Autumn season 2 premiere. If I mean, as you most of you saw. So as you all know, most of you know that was a absolute complete fail. I just parked it earlier than expected and earlier than usual. Took a shower, ate dinner, drank Coke, watched my other uploaded my video, watched other YouTubers I follow and keep track of, do their thing, and all that jazz. Have a couple snacks, and then I take my night medicine. It's 1 in the morning. I decided, considering I was going to improve my sleeping pattern, even if my sleep schedule's fucked up. I have to improve the sleep pattern if I'm going to keep a fucked up sleep schedule. So I took my night medicine 10 minutes to 1. So I go to the bathroom. I take a long shit. I mean, sorry that I had to share that, but that's not wrong. But so I turn off my light. I close the door in my bedroom. Oh, sorry. Close my bedroom door. I climb into bed, and then when I look at the clock just to see what time it is, to see how make sure I get a good proper sleeping pattern, a mutual friend on Twitter tweeted that David was gone. My legit response was basically said, well, not out loud, because at that moment I didn't want to wake anyone. Even though I did wake somebody to tell them, I said, what the fuck? Because he was just, as Natalie Van Doren said on Facebook, I'm friends with her on there. He was just living life to the fullest. He was the happiest guy on earth, outside of one of his biggest fans being me, from his living in his home state of Ohio. Released the second Netflix special. He created another show. That girl lately got a monster pickup after, increased popularity when they streamed that whole first season on Netflix. Hell, he was in the middle of a third comedy tour and created another show that, I really don't know much about as of yet. He just did a Sirius XM radio interview, was going to come back here to Ohio on my dad's birthday for a collaboration with Najee and several others. And I was going to see if I can have my dad take me so we can, not only, celebrate my dad's birthday for his sake, but also for my sake, continue to support David and maybe score a lucky break and actually get to meet him, since I didn't get to do that with my, when we just go see him in January. And when he filmed that second Netflix special in it for the week. So if you want to check that out, link is in the description. I mean, all that stuff was going on with him, me supporting him, and then boom, gone. Like, wow. And so after I said my what the fuck comment, I jumped out of my bed. I opened the door, ran out of my room, and banged on my mom's door. This is my mom's room, and she was in the very bed sleeping, all knocked out. I banged on the door, and it woke her up with tremendous force, and she thought my grandfather was knocking on the door. I said, no. She's like, who is it? Because she wasn't sure. And I said, it's Mark. I got horrible news. And I said that my favorite actor, David Arnold, died, and she couldn't believe it herself, considering she knew how much I loved him, and she knew how much, I was a big fan. How huge of a fan I was, and how much I loved all of his projects, the Netflix stuff, even though I haven't touched Fat Ballerina, but now even though initially I never cared for it, but now to honor his legacy, I think I should watch it. My dad's going to watch his Netflix special, the second one that him and I went to, and ate for the week, to see if, honor his legacy. See if we made it in there, but I highly doubt that shit, if you know what I mean. But, and then when I woke up this morning, as normal, my dad called me thinking I didn't know about it. I said, yeah, I told him. But here's the thing. I'm glad I found out. If I'm going to find out in any sort of capacity, I'm glad it was last night instead of this morning, because like most people, because half the people that were in his life, friends, family, fans alike, they were all in bed hours ago before it happened. So yeah, for me, it kind of softened the blow to find out last night, so I'd have more time to cope with that at work today. And then this morning, I probably wouldn't be able to process it properly. But I went into work today. Well, before I get into it, I gotta tell you, If this was the younger version of me, even the 20-year-old version of me, 2014, this shit would have bothered me for a week. I probably would have been mourning him for a week and stopping my daily activities. Only thing I would have been able to do, because I would have been forced to, because I wouldn't have wanted to do it, was go to work. But nowadays, it's called growth. It's something that David would have wanted me to do. So I went to work like normal. On the outside, I was feeling good. On the inside, I was fucking mentally sick. So... But then my friend Alyssa Steiner came in with the mom's meals, and one of our ViaQuest bosses from the offices, Tony, came in, and at the same time, it was like a load of happiness. It's like David threw me 2 bones from heaven. That, at work, I mean, everybody, led by Alyssa and Tony, work gave me a memorial service of my own in his honor. After that devastating news last night, I was getting ready to go fall asleep. I needed that today. And so I honored his legacy in life at work today at ViaQuest. And then we just kept it going in the neighborhood. I said something that David would want. And no matter how active or non-active to Sandy Ridge is, you go out there and, go the fucking distance. Go the fucking distance. And that's what we did. In his honor, we did the damn thing. And something that he would have wanted, and luckily for us, the neighborhood was more active than I thought it was going to be. I mean, he'd be so proud. And I met Jaden, Abby's, Sword's stepmom. And, well, not stepmom, but, she calls, Jaden, her stepbrother. She calls him a lot of things. She knows more about it than me. She can explain it better than I do. Better than I can. And she knows more about it than me. And I was waiting to meet them for over a year. So it's like David threw me 2 bones. The first one at work with that happiness with Alyssa and Tony. And then Jessica and Jaden here in the neighborhood. I mean, I know the photography rate was very poor in the neighborhood, but I did get one picture. It was better than nothing, but I had a huge supporting cast in the neighborhood today and at work, and it was a big help. It was a big help. It just helped me helped me take my mind off him being gone, and, kind of helped me forget about it in a way. But we got one more day tomorrow. We're going to go out there and finish this damn week. Noted the funny spelling, and we're going to do it for David. It ain't for the week. God damn. So, God damn. That's my best David Arnold impression of his laugh. But we got one more day tomorrow. We're going to tear it up like Terry Labonte and Rock and Roll Jeopardy in ViaQuest style. And then go to Maddie Hudek's party and rock him like Rob Riggle, a fellow actor that was also a fellow Nickelodeon actor. I also became a fan of because of his work on Nickelodeon. Man, all this crazy shit that happened with this man. Go to see him in person in January. He follows me on Instagram. He releases that Netflix special he recorded I was at. I meet his daughter. I meet his family, minus Ashlyn, who walked downstairs before I had a chance to walk into the suite. And then the memorial service at work in the neighborhood. I mean, it's a pattern. I know it's a pattern that, started off amazing. In the middle, it was, it was sad, because, him being gone, but then it had a happy ending. At least for me, it did. At least for me. I mean, my prayers go up to Anna Grace, Ashlyn, Julie, Barbara, Devaki, Tammy, that whole family, and even the Lele family is all going to be tagged. So, therefore, I'm more concerned for you guys that I mentioned than I am for myself. So one day we're all gonna meet, and it's all gonna be okay. And it's something that he's wanted for, something that he's probably wanted for a long time. Even though he's gone, he's probably gonna want it, throughout as long as we live. So maybe I'll get lucky to meet all of you at Lele. So I hope that happens. You gotta hope to God, and God and David throw me a bone from heaven, and throw you guys one in return for us to all come together and have our paths cross, and we have a meet and greet. We eat good food, have some ice cold Coca-Cola, share some good laughs, talk amongst ourselves, share some memories about David, probably our favorite memory of him, and maybe, dance to some Ricky Martin, but One day that's gonna happen. We just gotta get through this, make it through like John Andretti, and once again get the win. But anyway, I'm gonna go eat some dinner, drink some ice cold Coke, and just chillax, and just go on about my life like David would want me to. As another Nickelodeon show, I Am Frankie taught me in 2018, courtesy of Zachary S. Williams, the show must go on. Have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. And in honor of David, one of the original older shorter extended outros is going to be used tonight. Life will give you a lot of lows, but when you hit a high, enjoy it. It ain't for the weak. God damn. Pace yourself. Take care, everyone. Good night. And to the Arnold family and the Lele family, I am praying for you. So long, partner. I love you always as my number one actor comedian. This ain't this ain't for the weak, and you were never weak. I love you, man. Have fun living it up there with God and making my Wello and my Godfather, laugh so hard until they piss their pants up in heaven. So, see you all for the next video. See you later, everyone. Godspeed, Arnold Strong.